What was that? Was that an intro on my channel that doesn't completely suck? What sorcery was this? Marasmus. Marasmus is around here somewhere, because that was definitely sorcery. Anyways, yeah, I actually just made that intro yesterday, and it took a very long time. It only took me about a half hour to actually learn how to do it and in Blender. Then I rendered it, and that took about a half hour, probably more like 45 minutes. But I wasn't really happy with that result. So then I edited it and did it again, which was another half hour. But then it was grainy, so I like bumped up the quality by like a lot. And I tried to do it overnight because I knew it'd take a long time. And I slept for 7 hours after, like, I started the rendering right before I went to bed. I got up, it still wasn't done, and I had slept for 7 hours. Yeah, so it might be a while till I make another one that's a little bit better, just so you know there. Anyways, the intro isn't really what I'm gonna want to talk about here today. But there are a few things I want to mention first, so I'm gonna get to those first. Actually, no, I just realized I forgot to mention one thing. It's not completely done yet. I plan on adding some audio to the intro, probably some music, or maybe not music, just some sound effect or something to make sense with it. It's not completely done yet, but for right now it's good enough. Anyways, before I actually start the discussion, I want to talk a tad bit about the gameplay. I was playing a total about an hour on this server, and I was trolling almost the whole time, and I didn't actually start to get crits with the market gardener until I had already been playing for like 45 minutes. So keep that in mind. And I'm probably going to be, I'm recording this before I'm editing the footage, so it's probably, the kills are still going to be kind of far between, so I'm probably going to be cutting between them, and this will be more of a highlight reel. But anyways, yeah, there are also a few moments that are like especially awesome that I'm going to put at the end of the commentary, because they deserve their own little moment to shine. Also, really quick, gonna mention this new thumbnail way of doing the thumbnail. I could not think of the word to say at that moment, but you get my point. Anyways, the topic that I'm gonna want to talk about in this video, which you've probably seen from the title and thumbnail already, gaming. How much is too much? Obviously, this will change some based off of your situation. Like, if it's like during the middle of the summer and like all your friends are doing something, obviously you're not gonna, and you don't really have much else to do. Obviously, it would make sense for you to be gaming. It makes sense that you'd have more time allotted for gaming, because there is only so much you can do. However, in most situations, the amount of time you spend a day gaming should be limited. Because yes, a lot of times sometimes it doesn't seem like there's much to do. But the thing is, if you just game all day, you'll never want to find everything else to do. I myself am guilty of this. As I said before, I'm in college. Last semester, I'll confess this to you, I spent upwards of 4 hours a day playing video games. That is far too much. I mean, isn't that terrible? 4 hours a day? Oftentimes more than that? That's terrible. There's so many other things I should be doing in college. Not just playing games. I should be hanging out with friends. I should be studying. Even now that now I don't play nearly as much. But it's still, I have work that I need to do, but like in the intro I told you how long that took. I'm more doing work that I want to do, like the intro. I just repeated myself, rather than work that I should be doing, like homework. But I'm working on that. 'Cause I think a good limit in college most of the time is during the school week, keep it down to an hour a day. Which is, I'm normally able to do that. Sometimes I go over. Actually, most of the time it's a little bit over. But, and I don't normally go above 15 minutes over. And then on weekends, like, because I mean, you don't have, I mean, if, you'll have a little bit more time on weekends probably, so you can expand that a little bit. But, yeah, depending on your situation, it will vary. Examples, like what I said before, during the summer, not much to do. Yeah, you can expand that limit a bit. If it's in the middle of school year, and like you're in high school or something, and you have homework to do, yeah, you probably should do that. You should probably have a little bit less time, or maybe even if it's during the middle of the summer and a bunch of your friends are around, still try to limit it, because you don't want to become antisocial. Which, when I was in high school, I was homeschooled, but, like, yeah, so a lot of times I wouldn't be done till a lot later in the day than my friends were, because I really like to stay up late and then sleep in. But anyway, so yeah, I'd get done a lot later than they would. But anyways, there'd be times when, like, I couldn't get them, and during those days I'd just play video games instead, because that's fun too. But then there'd be times where it's like, I don't want to go hang out, I'd rather just play games. There was a time for a while, like there's like 3 or 4 days in a row when I was like, nah, I don't really want to go out, I just want to in here and play Team Fortress 2, or actually, yeah, I think that, I don't remember what game it was quite a while ago. But the game that it was is irrelevant. The fact was, I would rather spend time in front of a computer tapping away than hanging out and being active. Well, sometimes we wouldn't always be active. Sometimes I'd go to my friend's house and play games on his Xbox for a while, but still, I'd be much more active because after a while we'd get up and leave, and I'd just be socializing with people when I'm sitting next to them. I wouldn't be like talking with them over a microphone over the internet, and I wouldn't be playing like single player like I did almost all the time when I was into Minecraft, which obviously you probably already knew I was into that, because I mean, look at my avatar. Anyways, yeah, a face-to-face interaction with someone is so much better than voice chat over the internet, or even any form of interaction with another person over the internet. It's more worthwhile face-to-face, because you can actually know the person and not just know their appearance, I guess, would be the best way to say it, because sometimes people don't act entirely the same way online as they do in real life. For example, look at all the trolls on the internet. The internet is famous for being full of trolls. I don't think most of those trolls are actually like that in real life. They just like to do that on the internet. I myself have very little patience for, not necessarily trolls. Trolls I can deal with. It's morons. People who don't use their brains. It's not that they're morons in themselves. It's just that they don't think. If you're probably to go back and look at some of my comment things, some of it might seem kind of mean. That's because I don't have any patience for people who don't think before they talk. That's part of the reason why I started this channel. I haven't quite gotten into that yet, but I'm starting to now with this video. I want the people who are watching my videos to think, because not enough people do. They just don't pay enough attention to what they're thinking. And I think part of the reason why a lot of people are like that, I'm not saying this is the only reason, but the fact that you can say pretty much whatever you want on the internet, and then the only real backlash you can have, like the worst thing you could get, is a ban on a website. And and pretty much the only thing that's likely to happen is like some mean comments back to you. There's really no real backlash. So I guess people, they're like, okay, I'll just say whatever, because it's not like it affects me.
Too cool.
Anyways, yeah, I kind of went off track there a little bit. That's pretty much everything I want to say, though. So basically, I'm saying video games are in moderation. They should be kept in moderation because there are much better things you could be doing with your time. And this is coming from someone who used to spend 4 hours a day or more playing video games in college. My advice to you, that if you're someone who's trying to play less but's finding it difficult, what I did is I've made a log. I have like a little calendar that I write how much I played per day in, and then be accountable to someone. Just go up to someone and say, hey, I'm gonna try to do an hour a day, and every now and then every now and then just show it to them, say, this is how I've been doing. You just need to make sure you stay honest on that spreadsheet, otherwise it won't work. So yeah, that's all I really want to say. So I guess you guys will listen to me speak in my next video, which I already know what I'm gonna talk to that one about. This time it's gonna be like an internet issue thing. Well, not really an issue, but it's controversial. I don't really want to say what's, because I want it to be a surprise. But I will see you all then. Goodbye.
Bye. Let's go. Thanks. Thank you. Yes. That devil man is a spy. Let's go. Yes. Affirmative. Oh, I'm gonna beat you so hard you'll have a twitch. Yeah. Boys, we have a traitor.